flowers.
I got
Those?
them. Yeah,
Where
them
mine?
are so nice.
Really? Not these big ones over there.
My
You
plants.
should always keep those forever.
Which ones? Those ones?
Yeah.
Those ones look so cool. I left them. They've been there for like almost like 2 months, I think. I like their flowers. They look kind of cute and subtle. Like, oh,
Especially the
they look cool and they last long. Anyway, this is Prime Example Podcast, and I'm your host, Leslie. Avery will be my future co-host, and our guest, of course, will...
Poppy Capone.
Capone.
Add me on TikTok.
He's gonna be a TikTok star, TikTok famous. So
Obviously, he's upcoming on the...
Feel me?
Yeah. You know. Well, I mean, since you are a guest, tell us about yourself.
Tell us about myself. Well, one thing about me is, you know, kind of the main character. If I come into your life, you're just a side quest. So,
What?
you know, that's just how it goes.
okay.
Okay, so how did we go about of all of us starting to meet each other? Like, you know, how did we all became a friend group?
I think it started off with me and Will,
It definitely did.
freshman year in high school.
Yeah, first day.
We met
First day of
The
school.
first day of school, we met each other. Yeah.
Wait, so did you go to Leverett when I went? I don't think you remember me, but because I was friends with Caleb, but Caleb, supposedly I'm not her friend. Supposedly. I'm weak.
And I don't remember you at Leverett, but
I remember Leslie at Spring.
I don't
remember
remember
you too.
too many people from Leverett.
Me and Leslie, we
were meant to
seen
be
each-
best friends for a
We
long
seen each
time.
other here and there, but we just never spoke to each other.
Yeah. Well,
And I was friends with her cousins first before her. But
Yeah.
I knew of her though.
my mom had said that I wasn't allowed to go outside because they too ratchet. They had knocked on my door one time and they were like, "Oh, can Leslie come out?" And my mom was like, "No, it's a no." So
Yeah, I
was like,
remember. Because I was like, let's invite your cousin. We did go up there and she said, like, yeah, I remember.
My mom was not having it.
I was really never allowed to go outside for real because I was always on punishment. But I would always sneak out because it's like, who are you to tell me I can't go outside?
So was you rebellious?
So that was my...
I wouldn't say I was rebellious.
I was.
April was
I
the
was.
rebellious
I definitely
one.
was.
I think I was brought into being rebellious for other people's, like,
Action.
yeah, like I got in trouble because my cousin wanted to go out in the middle of the night. I was like, I didn't want to go. She dragged my ass out there.
Yeah.
The same reason that everybody else would bring me outside. I'm like, I don't want to be outside. It's not for me. I feel like I got to burp. That's why I don't drink fizzy drinks. Excuse
That shit
me.
not 50 though.
It is
It is?
a little bit.
I don't know.
It reminds me of, like, you know, stuff. Guys. So the topic. So I don't know. This was kind of random. We wanted to just get together, just have just regular ass conversations. But when we went to the airport, mind you, I was up for 24 hours because Abra wanted to wake me up at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and then I had to take her to the
I just
airport.
wanted to be prepared. It was
And
my
she
first
missed her
time.
flight. But what I want to know is, how was Kansas? Because I didn't even get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, how was that?
Kansas was fun. I liked it. Low-key, I'm not lying. If we was to go somewhere, like, the trip, I will take y'all down there so y'all can see how it feels.
But to me, it seemed like you didn't have that much fun. I didn't see any.
Okay.
In the house.
Because I was in the house laying down in bed. But
Well, it's like, why you relaxing in bed out?
And then
of
on top of
town?
that, it's like, what is Kansas? Like, it's
first
like,
of all,
it's not
it
nothing out
was
there.
okay.
It's not a yellow brick road now.
It was okay chilling at the house with my mans. Like, you know.
So he's your man's. Why get quiet? Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know about, like, just taking a trip out to Kansas for no reason. Like, you know, I don't know.
No, yeah, I feel like if I had more days to be there, we would have did more stuff.
I just feel like that's some place that you go whenever you know somebody there.
Yeah.
So just
and
like
that's
a family-
That's what I mean. Yeah, I knew somebody there, and I went, and then we did stuff, had fun. Even though I was chilling.
Just chilling. Big
Yeah.
chill.
You just doing the shit that you do here.
Yeah.
So no,
No,
I
regular,
remember.
just with somebody
So
else.
on the way back from the airport, me and Will was discussing a conversation that I wanted to bring out to the viewers and have
Yeah.
at least a good conversation about it, so everyone can have a point of
All
view.
you niggas out there is gonna feel me.
Okay,
Y'all
well,
gonna feel me.
Okay, so what was the conversation about?
okay. So on the way
It was
back,
about the dating scene.
yeah.
Wait, what dating scene?
The dating scene. Like,
So,
like
yeah.
dating in this generation.
Sucks.
It's not it.
It's not
It's
it.
not it. I agree.
It's not.
It's not.
And
But
she
Okay, but I think it's like one in the middle. Like, you know, there's always that one person that you're gonna want to be loyal to, obviously. But he was saying that in the talking stage, which I do agree. But I feel like it has to be conversating that you're officially talking to someone for you not to talk to other people.
But is it not already official if y'all already been talking for months?
No,
Is
I
that
feel
not
like it has to be
official? Like,
discussed.
I
Why
feel
do- why
like
does that have to be
okay,
discussed, though?
because it's
Communication.
communication. Because
Okay,
that's
so
what
I've-
it's all about. Like, what if I don't know how I don't even like me and we're like cut that out. cut the name out. Cut the name out. Like we've been talking, but like it's not known if he's talking to other people or if I'm talking to other people. Or
So
like
why
if
are you
we
calling him your man?
So you guys haven't officially said you guys weren't talking to other people, but you guys are talking to each other.
well
Or is he
no,
just one of the ones on
no
the
he
roster?
did say he wasn't talking to other people. But it's like, do I believe that? That's like a different. That's another thing. Like
That's just your opinion, though.
And,
Right.
and
You're right,
when
right.
when he said that he wasn't talking to other people, what was your response? Oh, I'm not talking to anyone else either, right?
no, I didn't respond to it. I didn't respond to it at all. I just
Wait, so
left-
did he ask you?
No, I asked him.
So, and then he just didn't ask you because...
No, it was like it was at night, and then I read the message, and then I just like said good morning, and then we just carried on.
Wait, so he informed you that he wasn't talking to other people?
I asked him.
And he just didn't ask you?
No, but I'm pretty sure he probably wanted me to yeah.
Insert that for him.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like that nigga already know how that shit is.
And then the conversation we had when we were on the way to, like, remember that one time we were in the car and we were like, so who you invited? Because you invited somebody. And we're like, why would you say that and you didn't mute the camera?
Wait, when?
Remember we were in the car and we were going to go to that baile and then you was like, oh, I invited so-and-so. And me and Will looked at each other like, is it?
Oh yeah.
And then you had said it.
Like what?
And then you said it on the phone. I was like, what the fuck?
I know what you guys talking about. That.
Come to find out, ain't nobody show up.
Oh.
Damn.
Abra was pulling them though.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Y'all might have short-term memory, and I remember, but I don't remember. Like I remember because y'all was like, y'all really just said that on the phone. And
Yeah.
Then
It's like,
and I'm like, dang, wait a minute.
No. I should have changed my socks.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. The dating scene right now is so cool.
That
I'd rather
in
be-
order to want to talk to somebody, communication is key. Period. Because
Communicate. Y'all say that communication is key, but with my ex, me and her, like, mind you, all right, I was drinking every day and shit. You feel me? On some shit like that. So, fucking around, I had drunk called her on some shit. Don't remember that, but she said that day I had said some shit that was out of pocket, and like she was like, "Oh, I don't know what kind of bitches you been fucking with, but I'm not one of those. Like, you're not gonna talk to me like that." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She said, "If you want a healthy relationship, you can't be saying shit like that." And I'm asking her, "What did I say?" She's not telling me what I said.
So she wasn't
So
communicating.
Like,
Right.
it's like, how do y'all expect communication to be key when y'all don't communicate?
It's not y'all. It was just her.
You know, well, no, it is just her. But sometimes women do be like that. Like they expect their man to read our minds. You know what I mean?
You drifting away from the mic, Mom.
Sorry.
You're like, hold on. Let me just say what I gotta say.
No, yeah, because I was like that sometimes. Like,
I can be like that, but that's just because it's like the obvious with the littlest shit. And it's because when I ask you, like sometimes I feel like we do tell people directly what's wrong and they don't take it for what it is.
like they don't
Sometimes.
understand what we're
still,
like.
But still, even with the little shit, why not communicate about that? Because it may be obvious to you, but it might not.
No,
be for
because
the other person.
when you do conversate about it, and then it's just like it's not getting through your head the first time, and the second time you actually sit down to talk about it, and then they don't change, then what?
It's because we procrastinate a lot. We overthink and think too much about.
No,
how
but
we
I'm saying if it
feel.
was in the men, like I'm
For
the
us
type of person to
to-
conversate something about. So when I do conversate it or I do bring it up, like it's like, bro, when I had told you initially
Initiate.
when I tell you
Initiate.
something in the beginning, and then it's like being different about like towards the future, like later on in the day or like later on in the months or something, and it's not being changed or it's stuff like keeps happening. It's just like, bro, at what point do you understand? I already had told you. Do you want to really just waste your breath to keep conversating about it, or you just like, you know, it's cool? Tally 1. you got. You getting it. This is plugged in. Yes. Oh wait, your mic is probably not up. Try now. Can you hear me?
Hello?
No, that's mine.
Yeah.
There we go. Now
Girl, you probably deaf because that's at 10. Mine's at 5.
yeah, I couldn't hear shit.
Yeah, you're deaf.
Okay.
That girl's deaf out there.
I could hear us now.
Girl, you just want to be here. I don't know. Your
There
shit
we
probably
go.
loud as shit. I bet if I put this shit loud. No? Oh, that's probably just yours then, because my shit cool.
I can hear though. I can hear now. Like I can hear.
Cool.
Okay, now. Okay, yeah.
Ew.
So what was we talking about?
Girl, because you could be getting sidetracked.
Yeah. Sorry.
Too sidetracked.
Yeah, but back to originally what we were saying. When we had conversations, basically, when you're talking to someone, I feel, maybe this is just my opinion, I can be able to talk to only one person if we initially talk about, like, okay, where's this going? Because sometimes when you're talking to someone, they already don't want a relationship, but you're doing relationship type of stuff.
Right.
That doesn't mean they're not talking to nobody. That just means they're doing shit. But they already had told me, what if in the beginning, right, we're doing relationship type of stuff, but I already had initially said I don't want a relationship, but we're doing relationship types of shit.
Right.
And then they cut off people, but then they like, oh, well, I expected you to. Why did you expect that from me when I already had told you in the beginning I didn't want a relationship?
And it.
But that's you though. I'm saying that these bitches out here, you're talking to a nigga that was fucking with multiple bitches.
Oh,
So it's like these bitches that I was fucking with was not saying that. Oh yeah, I'm only talking to you this, that, and the third. I go through that phone, I'm seeing different.
you're going through phones?
Who ain't? Who ain't?
You're right. I felt you.
You going through mine when I'm asleep. I know for a fact I cleared out my shit. I clear out every
Not
single
you
app whenever
clearing
I
your
go out.
shit.
I clear out every single app before I go to sleep. And now I got messages, fucking Instagram, Snapchat. I got all that open. You went through my shit. You're not slick. I'm on you. So now I'm going through your shit.
I'm on you. Let me see that phone.
No, but it's on some shit like you can't just be on some shit like the shit that you're doing is not player. It's not player. If you tell me how it is, whenever.
So would you mess with a girl if she's like, oh yeah, I'm talking to other people, but I still want to see where this goes? Are you cool with that? And like, you still fuck with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you let me know what it is. I know what role I'm playing.
And that's called communication.
Exactly.
That's
but
called
if
letting
you-
somebody know.
But if you just on some shit like, oh yeah, no, I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm just, you feel me? You're the only person that I'm talking to. I'm just going with the flow. This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
That's how I'm taking it. Like you can't
Felt that.
you can't just tell me that and expect me to know that you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I'ma
So in
believe-
order
I'ma
for
believe
that,
that you're
it's
doing
called
this because you feel me? I don't
It's called
trust
being able
shit.
to talk to somebody about what you want to do and how you're feeling.
But that's the thing, bitches don't communicate.
No,
You
What's
gotta-
up with this
I'm
profanity?
sorry, you know that's just how I talk.
people do communicate. That no, they don't. Like I said, people procrastinate on how they feel a lot. So sometimes they're scared to tell how they feel because they might hurt the other person's feelings
But that's the
or
thing.
something.
But if you are, I feel like if you're too worried about the other person's feelings, then you're being selfish because you're not making it aware.
Exactly.
Where you're gonna hurt their
How
feelings
they-
either
yeah,
way.
Yeah. So that's why, make the right choice, do the right decision. Let
Okay,
them
so
know
in my
and be
past
honest.
experience, I have went through certain stuff where it's like, dang, certain stuff. Okay, so do you think certain stuff should always be said, or certain things should maybe be said depending what it is?
I feel like everything should be said.
I
Because
think
it's-
depending
it's
what it
no-
is,
it's
because
no point of hiding
because, like,
this
what
shit.
if
What are we in
everything-
middle school? This shit don't
Well,
matter. I'm not scared of you.
no,
There's
middle
reason
school, I
to
was
lie.
worried
you
about
know what, you know what they
relationships.
say, don't say nothing nice if you don't have nothing to say. Like, you know what I mean?
But why is that a fucking phrase whenever?
And also in the Bible it says that, like, yo, the tongue is the powerful. Like,
You can
everything
kill
you
somebody
speak,
with the speak. Yeah,
like
just
everything
the
you
words.
speak is like, like it has the strongest
But that's
that
the
you-
thing. Why would I sugarcoat this when I can just tell you how it is, tell you how I feel? If that hurts your feelings, that's your feelings.
No, but
Right.
that's fine. Yeah, and that's fine about like in a relationship type of way, obviously, and whatnot. Yeah. Be honest. Yeah.
So that's,
So would
that's
you
the
want to
point.
know? Like if you was just like, okay, so say if this guy, he was messaging a female, but it was his so-called friend, but they had past experience together and he brought you around her,
Yeah.
would you be mad if he brought you around and didn't tell you that they fucked around before?
Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
I'm
Because
just saying,
bitch,
okay,
you
so for
described
you-
that whole situation.
Because
so now
okay,
you know.
wait, I'm just saying because it was a experience I experienced. That's why I said it. But I'm saying like, okay, for you, if that happened to you, if a girl was like talking to a guy, not even talking to him, like they messed around or whatever, but they weren't together, you know, and then she brought you around him and introduced her,
To you or whatever.
like introduced him as a friend to her,
to you.
and brought you around him, would you or would you not want to know if they messed around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking
So
it,
with
but
me-
don't tell me.
So with me,
Don't-
See, but like then at
So
that
for
point,
you is don't tell you.
yeah, because
Yeah,
like
because
it's,
at that point it's don't tell me because it's gonna be I'm definitely gonna drag this shit on bro, and then at that point it's just gonna be on some shit like I don't want to be with you no more because why'd you bring me around one of the niggas that you was fucking with?
So with me is
Like, I
tell
don't-
me. My thing is I don't give a fuck what it is, how little it is. Tell me. It could have been a nothing, a something, a
fling, a wing, a chicken wing,
literally like
anything.
What?
Oh,
The,
yeah, no.
like everything. Like I literally all I ask is for you to just let me know. Like let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Like I can't even be mad. It already happened. All I want is just let it
You
be
say
known.
you say let me know now, and you can't even be mad.
I'm gonna be
now,
mad.
but once that shit happen, you gonna be in your.
I was
feelings.
mad as the fuck, and I
If
wasn't
it
even
was,
let
if
known.
if it was to happen like when I was like when I'm with that person then and there, then it's a different thing. But if it was like their past and they're letting me know, like they was messing with them, that's a whole different situation. But yeah, like if he was lying to me, about that situation, and like yeah, like it was over with. It was over with. Because why I told you the first I told you not to lie to me, and for you to say it was your ex best friend or your ex this, your ex that, and it was your sister house that we was pulling up to, and
That's
this and that.
crazy.
You
That-
giving too many
it was-
details, motherfucker.
It
Goddamn.
was-
Very exclusive.
because like people,
the tea.
yeah.
Let's wait. Let's bring this story time to life.
So, story time.
Story time.
Anyway.
I'm loving these buttons.
Okay, so story time. Last year, like in around August, I started talking to this dude.
It was because it was on Halloween, right?
Yeah, and because I remember when I had my hair,
Mhm.
he died. He started talking to me or whatever.
He died.
No, her hair.
like I had a wig. I had a wig, but anyway, so I started talking to this dude, and I mean, from August to like November, December, like them months, like you know.
Free trial.
Literally, I mean, I thought he was only talking to me. Shit, I was talking like, you know, I thought he was only talking to me. No,
But was it like talked about that you guys were only talking to each other?
no, like it wasn't known. It wasn't.
It wasn't
known.
aware.
Yeah, it wasn't known.
Whose fault is
It-
that?
Ours
You see what I'm
clearly,
saying?
ours
You see
clearly
what I'm
because we
saying? That's
didn't communicate about it, and also like with the best friend shit. That's the only thing that we did talk about. Like,
You guys didn't like the best friend stuff.
not that, but he was. Yeah, like, I don't like that shit. I'm like, no, I don't like that shit.
So do you?
What?
Cause you guys are like technically like kind of like best friends for real.
Yeah,
If y'all hang out day to day and stuff, that's what you call like
yeah.
bestie wussies.
So like, what you saying? Like, if my
It's like
girl-
so say like if a girl comes around and you're like she's like I don't like you and April's like
Hanging out with
friendship like y'all can't be hanging out with each other that much.
she's gone. Goners, bro. Cause it's like, bro, she's been here and it's nothing there. Now,
Yeah.
I would understand if it was something there and it was like obvious that it was something there, but it's
Not.
I feel like
It's
it'd have been
not.
different if like me and him had did something and then like yeah, but like I see why she would feel some type of way, but it's like
But okay, so would
me
you
and
be
Will
mad?
don't understand.
Okay, so would you be mad if the friendship y'all have, if your dude had that with another girl?
Low key, yeah, I would low key be
Because
mad.
why is your girl best friend pick you up every day though?
Right, why y'all hanging out 21st?
Every day though.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, Will, I don't
because that's
think.
your best friend. Like, bitch, you're new. Like, you're
How
new.
do you know this?
Like,
How
why
you
are
know?
you mad? She's been here. You just got here.
No, for real. Because a
You're
lot
new.
of times when I hang out like with people, they be like, "Damn, you guys really hang out a lot." Like, I'm like, y'all don't hang out with
Yeah.
your friends this much, and it's like crazy because they were like, "Damn, like your friends really just be pulling up on you on random, and why do they just feel the need that it's okay?" I'm like, they always do it all the time. Like, they'll pull up right now if I'm not answering my phone. They're gonna come right here, right now, gonna take your ass home.
Today.
All right, don't do that. That's just funny.
That is funny. Y'all, now y'all got me thinking about this dude and how he played me and his best friend. The fuck.
His best friend.
I don't do that best friendship just because of that reason.
But
like,
if you guys talked about it and he brought you around the best friend too.
so she knew of me, but I didn't know of her because she literally told me that day at that party. She literally told me she was like, I don't know about you, or she was like, you don't know about me, but I know like about you because he was talking about you and this and that. And I was just like,
So,
I was like, yeah, I don't know about you. Like, who are you?
but
She
it's
was
the
like,
fact that she knows more about you than you know about her,
exactly.
and you the person that you kind of
That's
want to have the
supposed-
communication with.
Exactly. So I was just like, but at the end of the day, he even told me that day too. Like, I mean, that's when I low key stopped talking to him. He told me he was like he will never stop caring for how she feel.
So, like her opinion.
Yeah, like he will never. Yeah, he will always be there for her. Even like
But
If
did
it
they
was-
mess around?
yeah, like back yeah they did. And when I asked him like, did you guys do anything when we was talking? He said no, but I like.
In the past, they did.
In the past, they did, but when we was talking, he said
That
they-
still would have been
he said
trash
they
for
did.
me. That would have been like out the door. Bye.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? But he was lying to me. That whole time I was dropping him off at her house, and he was like, "This is my sister's house." I'm like, the whole time this is your best friend's house, and he just like smiled, and I was just like,
I would have been hurt. Not gonna.
I was hurt. And I was
If
just
I'm
like,
picking
oh,
you up and
okay.
dropping you off at your quote unquote sister house, yeah, I'm about to be breaking them doors through the roof.
I should have broke them doors, but they got kids. These bitches is 26 years old, 28. Bitch, you're 27 years old, and you got beef with me. I'm only not even 22, about to be 22. It's like y'all all grown. What is y'all doing this kid shit for? Like, what is the point of y'all lying?
Because people don't want to grow up. Like, think about it. In reality, people just want to stay stuck in the same place because
It's
they don't want to
because-
elevate.
It's because we are here. Back to that point. There's no fun here. It's only childish ass, lame ass, corny ass shit.
What do you
We
mean
need
by
something
fun?
New. Fun. Just fun. Like something to look forward to. Like, oh yeah, you are somebody that I could pursue and that I want to pursue.
So do you think
And
guys
you
think like
personally-
that? Like, because I don't want to commit to you, I just want to have fun, so I'm going to be around childish ass people until I want to, like,
I don't want nothing
forward?
childish. I want fun. Like
no,
that-
because what comes with fun is ignorance.
Well,
Most of the time,
so
I should
today
say.
was
But
ignorant?
what do you say?
No.
But what do you mean when you say fun though?
Because when you say fun, because you
Something
saying you
to
haven't.
look forward to. Like there's nothing to look forward to here. It's just the same shit every day, but with like your situation going OT. That was something to look forward to,
Right.
was it not?
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't have that kind of feeling with nobody here, and if you did, it was only for some temporary shit until you got there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Would you want to go back?
I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah.
She just said that she wanted to take all of us.
Okay, but without us,
Yeah.
would you go back for like 2 days?
Probably longer. I would like to stay there for like a week for real.
Because you're too laid back for you to be there for only 2 days. And it's
yeah,
like 2
yeah.
days.
I would low-key like want to be there for
She
like
slept a
week.
whole 1 day.
Literally slept that whole day. When I got there, I slept the whole day.
That's
Usually, because that's like a jet lag. Like when you're on a plane, you get so tired and you just want to sleep all day when you land. Like that's why I always be like, when I go out somewhere, I'm staying there for like a week or more.
I don't know. Every time I got on the plane, I was up. And
On the plane, I was
on the plane, and as soon as we landed, I was up.
And we're planning to take a trip to I don't know where, but we're planning it still because everyone's indecisive for where they want to go.
We're going to PA. We're going camping.
We really doing hella shit this summer,
Who you
and y'all
telling?
gonna be there with us.
We going to
On the-
PA,
on the vlog.
PA again, camping, LA, and Vegas in the same week. I don't know about them, but me, I'm more than likely going to Texas.
I don't know if I'm going PA the second time.
She's not going the second time.
Yeah, I was like, so I gotta make some money.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I agreed with the first time. I would, if you got the second time,
But yeah, hella shit.
it'd be nice though.
Hella shit finna be going
If I can
on.
move stuff around,
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all there to see it.
definitely will be on gang.
Grannies.
So, Will, so in the so right now, for fun, what's fun for you in a girl?
Fun for me and a girl. Let me think.
Cause so technically right now you just don't want to commit right now.
Commit? No.
But like, what if you find the one in PA?
I'm not. I'm fucking not. When I go to PA, I'm looking for a slut. I'm not looking for the one.
Do you guys believe in like where, what is it called? Like the first, like your first look, like when you first see somebody.
Like love at first sight?
Yeah. There you
Do
go.
I believe in that?
Yeah.
No. I believe at lust at first sight because as soon as I
Hey,
see him, I want to fuck.
You ain't no, because that makes sense for a guy because I remember my friend other Will, he's been on the podcast. He would say majority of the time men won't go up to a female unless they're attractive or unless he feels like the need that he wants to talk to her, to be with her, or not even be with her, like, you know, an attractive way.
Yeah.
She has to be attractive for most men to come up to her or the person.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I also feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, talking about pretty, like being pretty or whatever, in a workplace, I feel like if you don't look a certain type of way, they're not gonna treat you.
So do you think presence of how you present yourself in a workplace, you get more gratitude and more like
Not even in the workplace, even outside of work. If you're
people
pretty,
treat you better?
treat you, yes, and that's 100% true. Because I'm like, if I was to be ugly, would you even
conversate with me?
not even conversate? Would you? Even,
Oh, why you spitting?
not even
fuck. Oh fuck! Cause I
Not
just thought
even
about talking to
conversation.
somebody ugly and I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't.
It's
do
not
it.
even like
Oh my
no,
God,
like
Will.
like.
I wish I had the boo. Rewind.
Cause I was thinking, cause I was at work and I'm like, why did y'all treat this lady so like rude?
Oh, they're
And-
treating her like nasty?
Yeah, and she been there more than me, but I'm like, y'all don't treat me this way.
Is she ugly?
Oh. Oh, that's crazy. Hey, bro, I thought we were all beautiful.
We are all beautiful. I didn't say nothing. What do you
Bro,
mean? I
we-
didn't call her
No, bro,
ugly.
I don't care about none of that, bro. That phrase need to go in the trash, bro. Everybody's spirit is beautiful. Everybody's physical appearance, not at all. No.
So do you think, okay, but do you think social media played a part of people identifying what beautiful is?
Yes,
No.
100%.
I do believe that.
100%.
Because people would always be like, "Oh, I want my,"
100%.
I don't. They'd be like, "Oh, I don't. I want a natural bod."
1000%.
But then guys are all online harding bitches with BBLs
1000%.
or having their social media is
1000%.
filled
Let
with
me
social
tell you
media
why,
Instagram
because
models.
Back in the day, everybody wanted you had to be skinny. You had to be the fat person wasn't to standards. Now it's curvy BBL woman, this and that, and like, you know what I mean?
Like, it's fun.
Sorry.
When I tell you niggas don't like bitches with BBLs, we don't. We
Then
don't.
You're
That
the-
shit
no,
is
no,
ugly.
some people-
Y'all do that. Y'all do
no.
that because y'all think that's what we like. That's why y'all wear makeup and shit. Or it's because that's what y'all want. It makes you feel better.
You
no,
see this, y'all?
like no no
don't
nigga
have no
really gives a
lashes.
fuck about
Natural.
a female that got a BBL. Like ain't nobody out here like, oh yeah, my type is a bitch that got a BBL. I don't want a bitch that got a BBL.
They
like,
wouldn't
no,
say
we don't
BBL.
care
They
about
don't.
that.
They don't say
that.
BBL, but they be like, I want a bitch with a fat ass. I like a bitch with a fat ass. Skilla song. He said, if you got a BBL, I don't wanna fuck. He said that. He did say he wanted a BBL. He don't give a fuck if you got a BBL, a bob, a side, what he said. What
He also got a song saying that his type was only petite bitches. He has a song
So
saying that
he's
his type was
okay,
only
he's
skinny
contradicting
bitches.
his
so
own.
He's just making songs.
Exactly.
It's
You're
just
asking-
songs.
Is this a diss about a Skilla?
Actually, not.
Whoever Skilla may be. Skilla, we're talking about you now. Hop
Not
on.
Yes.
Hop on the
No,
podcast.
like
One and only
social
truly
media,
podcast
social
supremacy
media
podcast.
plays no part in like the beauty standard at all. I don't care what nobody says.
So you
It
know
does.
it does.
It does.
It doesn't,
It
bro.
does.
Because a lot of females-
it's niggas out here
It
that
does.
only like big hoes. It's niggas out here that
Okay.
like skinny hoes.
But-
do you see
but-
big hoes in music videos?
Yeah,
Not
big,
all the
big
time.
booty hoes with BBLs.
fucking any rapper,
Big booty hoes with BBLs.
any rapper. You
Yes
you
or no?
you
Big
will
booty
find,
hoes
you will
with
find a
BBLs
big,
though, right?
You will find a BBL in any rapper's music video. You will find a big
Exactly,
bitch in
because that's
Lizzo's
what-
video.
because that's what they
You will
like.
find
Because
a-
that's what they want. The
No,
people,
because
they're
it's-
attracting those
it's
fans.
That's in
It's a-
trend.
it's a-
That's what it's in trend right now.
No, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's
Appalling
going
to
to get
people. That's
no, it's going to
why.
get more people to watch the video. Like,
Why?
oh yeah, this
Why?
bitch has a fat ass. Let me watch this video.
Exactly.
But-
Exactly. So what?
Nigga, I watch those videos and you know my type. I don't like bitches with fat asses.
But you watch the videos.
Name one bitch that I talked to that had a fat ass.
Badass.
Name one of them. Name one of them. And I'll be watching the fuck out those videos.
Wait, so
Like, damn, bitch, that bitch throwing that shit.
Well, you can't pull a bitch with a fat ass. So
Who can't?
you
Who can't? Don't play.
don't play. You heard?
as he says. But let's see.
Hey, tomorrow, not tomorrow, but during PA, we're gonna see, cause the fans gonna want to see.
We still got
Oh,
that.
look though. She be trying to play like I
We
don't
ain't putting
get
that back
hoes,
on
but
you.
she has notes of every bitch in her fucking
Okay.
notes because she can't keep up with their names. Don't fucking play with me.
Hey, bro.
I can't keep up with their names. Yes,
Don't
I
play with
can't.
me. It's too many.
But it's too
Wait.
many. It's too many hoes on the not no more list though.
Yeah, not no more.
Not no more.
Not no more. But it is hoes on the I have, and it is hoes on the never going nowhere. So
Wait, there's 2 different lists.
it's 3 different.
It's
lists.
3 different lists. But yes.
Okay,
The
I
ones that I have, the ones that I lost, and the ones that aren't going anywhere.
That's your list.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. What? I gotta see this. I don't wanna. I just wanna see what the list looking like
I'll
because
show
I
you.
am.
It's
I
on
am
my
actually
phone.
flabbergasted that people, because I had a friend. She got caught with a list of her bodies, and I'm confused because it's like, why do you have a list of stuff like that? Wow,
She said, "Wow."
that's crazy. What? Okay, why is it on? Why are they on both?
Yeah, because I just lost her.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
forgot.
that's yours.
And I forgot to
that's
erase
on
the
my
name.
list.
Oh my god.
But don't try to make it seem like
Hold on, I'll be right back.
get shit. Get here instead with these symptoms of sorrow. And then again, I love.
Man, that was too funny.
And action.
I had an ADHD moment, and it was like that bitch talking about she loved me but ain't buy me no banana bread, shiitake bread,
What?
shiitake bread. I was just saying random shit, and then after I said all that, I was like, I love.
So these are my friends that be beer drinking.
Yeah, I drink anything that's in front of me. If it start with a T, it's not for me. So Tito's, Taylor Port, garbage. BD.
Why? Tequila?
The
No. Tequila? No.
Patron, I would kill
drinking.
myself.
Drinky. I'm
Wait, so
drinking
even
tequila.
Patron?
Patron, I'm drinking that. That was the first thing I ever drank.
That's
It was
that's
April.
tequila.
It was April 3rd, 2020. How was that when I was 18? 19? However old I was 19 on April 23rd.
How would I know?
Because I'm
My
bad
math,
at
my
and
math
I was-
ain't mathin'.
I'm bad at math, bro. If it, all right, I'm good at addition and subtraction, but whenever you multiplying with the number 6, 7, 8, can't do it. And anything division, can't do it. Don't know how I graduated.
Sir,
either.
are you like dumb?
Autistic?
No, don't do that, guys. We're not all dumb. We just all learn at different pace.
No, I just never went to class. And
Did she
then
just
whenever
say paste?
Yeah, we all go at different
at
pace.
different pace.
Paste or paste?
Paste.
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 It's a fucking texture, like
Paste.
That's what she's
it sound like
saying.
okay.
It sounds like that, but I'm dragging because it's like paste. This was ed. Paste.
No, it's like
P-A-C-E.
yeah.
I thought you can't spell.
I can spell. Don't ever. No, I never said I couldn't.
If you
spell.
can't, if you couldn't spell, you can read.
Look, this is the things that I can't do. Read good. I know how to read. I just can't do it good.
So like a 5th grade.
Will cannot read.
I can read.
He cannot read.
I'll read for you right now.
Read right now. Read. She got a book right here.
Ooh, a book. Fuck, these words be too close.
Read the summary.
That's a all right.
Oh, we put him on the spot.
The world of forensic. What the fuck is that? You gotta. All right. One thing about me as well, I am dyslexic. These words, what? Psychologist. On bro, I knew that. On bro, I knew that. All
We
right.
had to think about it.
The word of forensic.
Things more when I read it myself instead of somebody reading it to me.
Okay, so what if you have the Audible and you're reading along with it?
No, my eyes don't
No,
go that
I
fast.
have to read it myself. Like,
At
I
that
have to
point,
read
yeah.
it myself for me to.
Because some people be sounding really funny.
Yeah, I used to hate whenever we used to do popcorn reading in school and they would pick on me. Like they'd pick my name
my
and I just
gosh,
walk out of class.
I think my teacher was racist. She had pointed me out. She was like, Lizzie, you can't read because you read 2 languages, huh? I'm like, fuck it, should I go with it? Because like if I go with it, maybe she wouldn't let me read. And I was like, yeah, it's because of that. And she's like, okay, so we're gonna have you sit over here and I'm gonna have you read with me every day after class. I'm like, are you seriously like doing that with me? She's like, yeah, because you read it in Spanish because your brain is trying to translate it, because you're Mexican. I'm like, I feel like now you're being racist. And I just didn't want to read because I had social anxiety to read out loud. Because like, who wants to read out loud?
Girl, when they used to pick me to read, I used to have the book so close to my face. I used to be so shy and I used to speak so low. And they'll be like, "Can you speak up?" And they'll be, and so I remember like
Hey, bro, what's your
vividly.
phone? Yeah.
I remember vividly, y'all. Somebody was like, "I can't hear you."
What you say?
I was so embarrassed. I looked up and said, "Huh?" And I had to reread it I had to reread it louder. So I was just
people in the
like,
back here.
yes, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, no, I ain't never did that reading shit in school. Wasn't going.
It explains why.
I know. You guys got that stuck in my head. We're definitely playing that on the way. I'm dropping y'all off
Yeah.
on the gang.
I love.
So so Kansas was cool. It was my first time getting on an airplane.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. I was drunk as fuck and I lost my luggage. I lost my purse, my luggage.
I'm about to say, cause where my luggage at?
And well, you're dropping me off, so I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, I lost my stuff. My phone died, so I was
Because April, we told you not to be on your phone.
yeah. So my phone died, and yeah.
That's one thing. He said there was charger ports on the airplane when I specifically told her there wasn't, and there wasn't.
No, there was, but I had the wrong USB, like the back of the outlet part. I had the wrong one. I
You had
the
Type C?
Yep, and they had just the regular USB. Plug.
On both of the airplanes?
Mhm.
Because every time I went on one, there wasn't one. Or maybe my shit just didn't work.
It was at,
Every
it was at the
airplane
bottom
I
of the,
went on, they had like them little wall outlet things, so I was cool.
Oh yeah, I ain't never seen no wow.
Yeah.
They
Try
ain't have
Spirit
that.
sometime.
What you trying to say? I flew Spirit before.
You feel me?
She
I'm,
said,
I'm
what you
just saying, you feel me? Y'all be going for the
Community.
all right, chat. No Kanye, but I feel like segregation would be cool if we brought that shit back. Like it would bring.
Will,
it would,
you so
Okay, you know, we're
dumb,
changing
and
the subject.
I'm gonna
Go
smack
back.
you.
Go back to what you were saying.
it would
Anyway,
bring us all together.
I want to talk
though.
about life because why I just thought about my mom. Like, I don't know what, I think it was what you was talking about. It just brought me to what my mom was telling me.
Okay,
So, I'm, okay, y'all, I'm 21.
21.
21. I feel like I'm grown. I'm at the age where I'm grown.
Right.
Why she had a problem that I was going to Kansas.
Okay, yeah.
She had a problem I was going to Kansas, y'all.
Yeah.
And
She got cussed out in Mexican.
I got cussed out in Mexican, y'all. In front of,
Spanish?
yes. in front of
They know.
him
Yeah.
and Raven. And I'm just like, Mom, like, can you not do this here? And then she said no. And she just started she was still yakking me. And then Maisha was like, I'm finna call the police on you. And I'm like, for what? And she's like, because I'm telling you I don't want you to go. And I'm like, but I'm still finna go. And then she was like, well, I'm telling you not to. And then I was like, well, I'm still finna go. She's like, okay, well, like, she just gave me them, like, them eyes, like, vas a ver. Like, vas a ver. Like, vas
You
a
gonna
ver.
see.
Vas a ver.
You're gonna
see. Yeah. And I was just like, yeah. But I was like, Mom, like, can you not do this here? Can you not do this here? And then she was like,
I
no.
just think she don't want you to be corrupted or like see things you don't want to see. But I feel like as an adult or as growing in your age, in your time as a 21-year-old, I still believe if I was a parent, I would want my kid to experience life and have their own experiences so they can see for the life what they want and make their own decisions based off what they believe is right.
Mm-hmm.
How it starts with the facts like, is this true that the spirit has no like with crash accents or nothing? Dude, that is crazy. Yeah, but I do understand where your mom's coming from. She's just worried, and you never got on a plane. And now in this like time, planes have been getting in accidents, so she was just worried.
Yeah. See, I understand the word part or whatever, but it's like the extra stuff, like
Calling
you
the
didn't.
police and
Saying unnecessary
did she-
things, and she didn't have to like yell at me in front of them. Like, you know what I mean? I said, Mom, can
I think it was
like
just
not right now, and she
as a
said
parent.
no. She could have.
But it's still on some shit like, bro, she's grown. She's grown.
I'm grown.
If you grown, live in your own damn house on your own roof.
She working on it.
I mean, I was already there.
But you know what I'm saying though, like, because at the end of the day, if you don't want that responsibility of being yacked or having, that's why
But
like,
it's
you
like,
don't bring nobody in your mom's home to what disrespect her.
Right, but it's like that's the same reason why I left in the first place. So it's like, Mom, you already know what I'm gonna do, what I'm on, what I'm like. You already.
Oh, what you
like,
on?
She already know what I'm doing and what I'm on. So
you too grown for me.
So it's
bro.
like, Mom, like I left when I was 17. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
I came back. I follow your rules, do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But because I tell you I want to go somewhere, it's a no.
She low-key becoming more lenient because at this time and what time it is right now, you would have never been able to go outside.
Yeah. No.
Girl, you be coming at home at any time you want.
Whenever the fuck I feel like
So
it.
you lucky she even
I still get.
just
I'm not gonna
yacked
lie.
you.
But I'm not like, she still be yakking me. She be like, so this and that. I'm like,
Cause she's a mom. Like honestly, in my
But
point of view,
if it was Abby though, then what?
Cause she gay.
You swinging the mic around and shit.
Yeah, cause you making all that muffling sounds.
I'm so sorry, y'all,
But no, that's true though, because your mom knows she's not gonna go out and be pregnant. I think your mom's worried that certain stuff can happen to you because
you be fucking.
that, and because she don't want you to regret something you're gonna do. You know,
JK.
she knows Abby's not gonna do stuff because she's more like
right,
obedient for her, and she knows Abby's not gonna go out her way to travel alone.
Yeah,
Abby's just not the type of person to do that. You're more fun. She's like, okay,
I'm
April
more-
has more riskier moments than Abby does, so of course I'm gonna worry more.
my mom is
If
not
we-
good
if
for
we not
communication,
talking about it,
or maybe
that
I'm just not
it's not
comfortable
gonna
with
come up.
talking to her because
You're not comfortable with talking to her, and she don't want to listen to what you gotta say
yeah,
because she's older. She feels like you're not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, well, if I'm not right, what's the point of talking to you? You don't make me feel comfortable or obligated to.
That's
feel
why
like
I feel
can
like
talk to
that's
you.
why I feel like I don't. That's why I feel like I don't have to ask her for anything, or like I shouldn't have to tell her like, if you see me, I'm somewhere with mom. That's where I'm at. Like,
That's what it
I'm
is.
not gonna
It is
I'm not
what it
gonna
is.
tell you or ask you because literally everything I tell her or ask her, she'd be like no, and I'd be like, okay, well I'm gonna go do it anyway. So I'm just letting you know.
But it's also on some, like the way
Ay, ay, ay.
coño.
Uy, caliente. Caliente.
But the way I see life
the
is
hell,
like,
yeah.
bro, I don't.
What the hell?
In my opinion, like from my eyes, I feel like we really shouldn't ask people for advice, cause this is your life experience.
But what if it's needed?
It is, but sometimes it's okay to hear somebody else's opinion. Somebody
You
else's
don't feel
thought
like what if
process
your
or-
friends?
But what's the point of hearing somebody else's opinion whenever you know that you're just gonna do whatever you feel
wanna
like
do.
is right?
Okay, that's how I feel. That's how I feel when giving April advice.
Okay, and I'm
That's why I
not
stopped
gonna
giving her
lie.
ass
No.
advice.
That's how I
I know
feel.
you was
Don't
okay. I
listen.
know y'all was gonna come for me with that because. But you know
Deadass.
what? I'm a listen. Okay,
You just want to hear what somebody got to
not
say.
even what y'all gotta say. All I want to do is just talk. Like I would just want to talk to somebody.
You just want somebody to hear it.
Yes, I just want somebody to hear me,
And not
hear
say
me
nothing.
out, and just.
That's
listen
what
to
when
what I
what
gotta
you,
say.
So what you want is a
But-
shoulder to lean on. You don't want
Yes.
somebody to like give you
no,
advice.
She
You
wants
don't
to
want,
vent without
like,
anybody else
she
talking
don't-
back
she
to her.
don't
yeah,
want-
yeah.
She's coming
Unless-
to all right.
listen, but-
One
she's
at a
coming
time,
to you
one at
with
a
the
time,
problems.
one at a
She's
time.
coming to you with the problems. She's just not looking for a solution.
No,
Yes.
but it's unless I ask, like I'd be like, okay, what should I do?
And I tell you what you should do, and you do the fucking opposite.
Okay, but listen, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
That's right.
or
That's
when
right.
when April get ready to tell me something, I'm like, are you gonna want my advice? Because if you don't, then don't tell me, because I'm gonna tell you anyway.
But it's like I want you to know. I still want you to know what the fuck I got going on.
She's sad.
But it's like, and you know what? That do be my problem. Like I do just want somebody to just listen to me. But
That's
then
what
I
therapy's for.
But I also,
Therapy don't work for everybody.
It don't.
and you know what?
And I've been going for 2 years.
It don't. And you know what? The lady, she stopped talking. Like she stopped texting me. Like I was trying to go see her. I was trying to go see her, and she just didn't. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. She
am
was
I
like, y'all got too much problems.
no, bitch. I don't think I was good enough for her. Cause I'm like.
Low key, I
sit
think that's
there.
how mine is. I feel like if you don't pretend you're suicidal or anything, like self-harming or harming to others, they don't
Yeah.
want to really help these days. A lot of therapists don't want to help because
feel
my
like-
therapist was asking me, oh, what tattoo parlor should I go to? I'm right here crying and talking about what therapy, what type of tattoo
And
artist.
I'm right here
Shit.
crying.
And it was
Bro.
crazy because it's like, bro, I'm opening up to you and you're out here talking about, oh, what tattoo I should get because you're a tattoo artist, but I can't come to you because it's like invading like protocol or whatever. And I'm just like, I gave her some suggestions. I'm like, damn, is this all of our session? Like, you're just talking about you?
Right.
Selfish.
so-
I feel like I'm the
Wait.
So
therapist.
this sounds right.
She's like, yeah, my parents died, so I'm gonna get this tattoo, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get this over here. And mind you, and no fat shaming, but the lady was like 200 pounds at least,
No
at least
fat-
a little more. And then she got a tattoo on her rib.
She said no fat shaming side eye fat.
No fat
No,
shaming,
wait.
but damn, like what? I'm going through some shit too.
When I was
That's what I'm here for.
when I was going to therapy, it was on some shit like, all right, it started off cool. We was getting to know each other, but then we got to like actually starting to talk about my problems. But
Why didn't you come to me in April?
The fuck?
Y'all wasn't in the picture at that time.
Oh, okay.
But like every time I started to talk about like the actual problems at hand, she would stop me and be like, you know, I'm a mandated reporter by law, and if you talk about self-harm or harming others, I have to report that to the law. Basically on some shit like if I tell her about my problems, it's going to end up being a case against me. So therapy was no help. I just gotta sit there.
What were
and
you
take
trying to
that
do? Kill somebody?
What was you trying to talk about? What the fuck?
shit. My fucking problems. But it wasn't nothing against me. I
I
don't
feel like
I don't
sometimes
play-
it's
I don't
probably the
play
way
about
you
that
word it, though.
I don't play about that suicide shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
You don't think
I
you
ain't
are?
gonna do no shit like that. What,
Okay, I don't think I would
suicidal?
ever. Yeah.
I think,
No, somebody
honest-
gonna have to do that shit to me.
to be
Oh,
honest,
bro.
I tried. It didn't work out. So I was like, damn, fuck.
I failed.
Yeah,
No,
like,
you.
literally, I was embarrassed. I was like,
He's
damn,
like,
so I really
no, you
just-
should have took her ass to.
I
what is
really
it?
just, I really just failed
Korea?
trying to kill myself.
Korea, King Jong-un was like, if you fail to kill yourself, we're gonna kill you for you because we don't like failures.
Oh, bro, I seen that nigga die for that shit.
That shit
They
was
posted-
crazy.
They posted a little article about that. I remember that.
That's
Kim
crazy.
Jong Un was a real one. He gets jobs done.
Get that shit
Bro, I
done,
wanna watch the
y'all.
interview again.
That's just hilarious.
That shit was funny.
That was funny, yeah.
I would want to love to talk more, but I feel like I should end it here before it gets too late. So
Before it gets too
this
late.
is Prime Example Podcast, and this I am your host Leslie, and these were my guests, and you guys can introduce yourselves.
Co-host Abro.
Guess Poppy Capone.
Yes, and he could go ahead and shout out his little.
Thank you
Get
for
at me
having us.
on TikTok, IG, fucking Snapchat, any social media app. It's Poppy Capone.
Yeah, it will
Get
be
with
down listed in this YouTube, and we are located on Spotify too, so there you go and listen and subscribe.
right
We on
here.
Spotify with the shit too.
Yes.
Damn. Hey, Spotify, a little bit of ASMR for you.